What if I told you that Tasha K just revealed the hottest controversy to hit Love and Hip Hop Atlanta since Carly Red forgot her true age? Bambi's private nights with Yung Joc have just been pulled out of the shadows and into the savage spotlight of Tasha's, Liv Mech, and Scrappy's world may never recover. Late-night hookups, hidden hotel receipts, and texts so indecent that Siri refused to read them aloud. Yep, Tasha K not only did she spill the tea, but she also set fire to the live stream and the internet. Is Bambi hiding a second life beneath all the glam? Was Yung Joc out here, playing double daddy with a smile and a silk drag? And where does this leave Scrappy, between a DNA test and a therapy session? You thought you were familiar with the drama. You thought season 13 was spicy. You were wrong. This is not simply a scandal. It's a reality television earthquake. So grab your popcorn, hold your edges, and cancel your plans because what Tasha K just revealed on live will make you scream. There's no way she said that. Camera. And no, honey, things get worse. Nobody was prepared for what Tasha K was about to unleash when she pushed the live stream button. The headline alone sent viewers racing for their headphones. Bambi's secret nights and lies with Yung Joc are revealed live, and mayhem ensued as soon as the feed began. Let me tell you something, Tasha K stated, staring direct into the camera as if she were giving a sermon. What I'm going to reveal is more than merely scandal. It's betrayal, duplicity, and baby daddy confusion all bundled into one lace front wig. Boom. The internet erupted, because when Tasha talks, people listen, and this time, she didn't whisper. She arrived armed with screenshots, anonymous sources, and behind-the-scenes details that would make even Mona Scott Young sit up in her seat. Let us now take a brief look back. We've all heard about Bambi and Scrappy's messed-up relationship. It's so toxic that it should have a warning label. Breakups, makeups, baby mama turmoil, emotional harm, and the occasional unfollow Instagram to let the world know that this is it. Just when fans thought things couldn't get any messier. Enter Yung Joc. Yes, that Yung Joc.mr. It's coming down. The man with the most perplexing hairstyles in reality show history. A walking meme with more children than episodes of Love and Hip Hop. According to Tasha, Bambi and Joc's connection was more than just casual conversations or reality show bonding. It was deep, and it supposedly began long before her breakup with Scrappy became public. Tasha held up her iPad saying, "I got receipts," was presenting evidence in court. I'm talking about late-night DMs, voice notes, and hotel reservations. This is not guesswork. This represents a pattern. Fans on the chat were inconsolable. Not a Joc. Scrappy is crying right now. I just know it. Tasha should quit before VH1 pulls the plug. But Tasha did not stop. She went through a folder called Project Bambi, which was full of leaked conversations and alleged audio recordings. In one vocal note purportedly from Jock, you could hear Bam, "Why are you playing? You know, I miss you. You looked nice the other night." The other night? What other night? Tasha halted and leaned closer to Mick. You want to know the date on that voice note? 3 days till Bambi and Scrappy's anniversary dinner. She was out here getting accolades from Jock, while Scrappy was presumably at the jeweler getting her a bracelet. According to her sources, one of whom claimed to be a former Love and Hip Hop production assistant, Bambi and Jock had a moment during an off-camera cast party last year. They apparently disappeared together for 2 hours and returned, acting as if nothing occurred. Tasha repeated 2 hours while sipping her wine. That's hardly a nice conversation. That's how you prefer your eggs in the morning. She went on to say Scrappy had no idea. He assumed Bambi was just hanging with the females. But according to Tasha, even some of those girls knew what was going on, particularly Carly Red, who, let's be honest, he knows everyone's business. Before they do, Carly kept her mouth shut because she was saving the tea for her next storyline. Tasha claimed. Then the bombshell. Supposed texts from Bambi. Tasha read the notes to Jock aloud, as if she were organizing a poetry slam. Wish I could sneak away. You make me feel seen. Scrappy don't even notice me anymore. And as the comments poured in, and one thing seemed clear, people believed her. Because, here's the thing, Bambi and Scrappy's relationship has always been a public roller coaster. However, nobody expected Jock to be the third wheel spinning the drama into obscurity. And it wasn't just texts and voice messages. Tasha Also revealed supposed security screenshots, grainy of course, but juicy nonetheless, showing a woman resembling Bambi entering a hotel with a male who seemed suspicious, like Jock. Tasha zoomed in as if she were. That personal journey led directly to Jock's condo. The viewers were gripping their pearls. Some were clutching their phones, ready to inform their pals about the news. And if you thought that was enough, honey, we're only getting started. Because as part Tasha teases what will happen next as one of the sensational sagas comes to an end. You're not even ready for what I have to say about this pregnancy rumor. Let us assume that someone's baby registry requires a name change. Boom, fade to black. And just when you thought the flames couldn't get any hotter, Tasha K leaned in, flipped the metaphorical table, and lit the entire studio on fire with receipts, recordings, and naked truth. Because, baby, this wasn't just gossip. This was an emotional demolition. And the target, little Scrappy's entire reality. Let us rewind the chaos. Immediately after Bambi made her jaw-dropping "What if Jock is the father?" statement, producers believed that was the climax. Oh, how mistaken they were. Because Tasha K wasn't finished. Gnosis came fully equipped with more ammunition than a rapper's trash track. She retrieved screenshots, text messages, and voice notes from not only Bambi, but also Jock too. So, what did the text say? Oh, you know the drill. Are you up? Don't tell anybody what we did that night. And the kicker is, I'm not trying to get between you and Scrappy, but damn, I miss how you smell, brew. That isn't innocent flirtation. That's midnight. Regret shrouded in scent and unwise choices. According to Tasha K, these texts were not sent a year ago. Nope. I tried a few months back, as an after Bambi and Scrappy's final therapy session. Following her pledge to focus on healing and growth, it turns out that the only thing growing was the tension between her and Jock behind Scrappy's back. And let's discuss Jock's part amid all of this chaos. Because, while playing the goofy uncle of Atlanta, he moves like a reality show villain in disguise. Not only did he not dispute anything, but Tasha K alleges he confirmed the texts off camera. When she confronted him, all he replied was, "Man, I ain't say she was lying. UWH. Even Carly Red, who's known for jumping into mess like it's a pool party, had to step back and say, "Y'all, this is too much even for me." But guess what? It gets messy. Tasha K adds there's footage that didn't make the episode. A secret green room moment shot by mistake in which Bambi is seen muttering to a producer, "Just know I told you," and confidentially. But yeah, I had a weak moment with Jock. This ain't a cookie you regret eating. This is a grown man who used to ride with your ex-husband to the studio. The betrayal here is Olympic level and Scrappy. And he's sliding deeper than a Drake record. After that, according to leaked footage, he refused to leave his trailer, and even Mona Scott Young, the queen of mayhem, couldn't persuade him otherwise. One staff member overheard him say, "She is playing with my entire legacy. My daughter is going to grow up seeing this crap." Pain. But wait. You thought it ended there? Tasha K, in typical Tasha manner, dropped the second nuke. A voice memo with a 17-second clip of Bambi giggling and stating, "Scrappy's busy sobbing on camera, and Jock's busy calling me at 3 o'clock a.m." She said, "Life is funny." And if that wasn't already a reality TV felony, Tasha dropped a third bombshell, one that had fans grabbing their wigs and Mona gripping her contracts. Bambi and Jock supposedly met secretly in Miami during the same Scrappy attended his cousin's wedding in Atlanta over the weekend. And guess what? They had hotel receipts, room service orders, and even timestamps that matched on their social media accounts. Tasha had it all planned out. So what does this mean? It implies Bambi wasn't just bending to Jock. She was plotting, acting, and possibly clapping cheeks while Scrappy was out here trying to repair his life. And now, thanks to Tasha K, the timeline is no longer hazy. It's crystal clear treachery and 4,000 clarity, and the fans have gone rabid. Twitter is on fire, with hashtags like Bambi backstabber, hashtag justice for crappy, hashtag to shock expose LHHATL. One user tweeted, "Bambi lied, Jock smiled, Scrappy wept." Tasha Case responded, and a few celebs began to chime in. Tamar Braxton went live and said, "See why I don't let no man introduce me to his friends. Y'all out here passing women like bottle service." Then Black China published a cryptic tweet. "Betrayal hits various when the cameras are rolling. Keep your lashes long and your receipts longer." The audience is no longer just watching, but invested. Team Scrappy vs. Team Bambi is the new East Coast vs. West Coast, and Mona is embracing it. However, Tasha K isn't backing down. On her most recent live feed, she stated, "I'm not here to judge. I'm only here to reveal. You want to play TV games? The entire world has already seen you cry in high definition." Meanwhile, Jock is still acting unconcerned, uploading Instagram stories in silk shirts and sunglasses, lip-syncing to Confessions by Usher. The irony. And Bambi, she's gone silent. No postings. No. Bambi is rumored to be working on a healing interview with a big podcast to recover her story, despite the fact that she has not made any public pronouncements. You need a publicist, a PR crisis team, and possibly a spiritual exorcism, because if Tasha K is still hanging on to voicemails, receipts, and deleted Instagram lives, this isn't finished. Not by a long shot. The question now is not whether it happened, but how far it went, and whether the truth will break the internet or just break the cast. Stay closely, because this video is where the consequences will hit. Tasha K has ripped aside the curtain, and what lies beyond it isn't just dust and drama. It's betrayal, broken relationships, and bombshells heaped higher than Bambi's. Tasha K returned for a refill on reunion night, just when we thought the tea had been spilled, sipped, and burnt. See, while Bambi was sitting low, pretending that the entire world hadn't just witnessed her emotional, Tasha K dropped the final receipts at the murder scene like she was delivering subpoenas on Judgment Day. Now, let's speak about the voicemail. Remember how Tasha teased it in her last live? In a recorded voicemail apparently from Bambi to a friend, he is heard saying, "I don't even feel bad. Scrappy had his fun, now I have mine. Jock was just easy. He listens. He don't nag me like, Scrappic. You mean to tell me you laid emotional? Are you going to wage war on your baby daddy because he nagged you?" And Jock, the man who missed his own words on stage. That's who you ronda for peace. Phew. Tasha K. Dr. Sherelle, a false voice expert from South Atlanta Sound Lab, certified that Bambi's voice was 997% likely, not 99.6%. She took down the audio frame by frame, as if she were decoding a CIA file. Not 99.5%, but 99.7%. That's enough to throw hands in court. But here's the portion that sent fans right into heart attack. Bambi's voicemail finishes with her giggling and stating, "Besides, if I was actually pregnant, I wouldn't tell Jock. That dude cannot even commit to a haircut." Wow. Sis just admitted she might have fabricated the pregnancy rumor and took a shot at Jock's commitment issues in one breath. Double homicide and Scrappy. The man's not even grieved. He's numb. He added posting a black screen to Instagram with the message, "Lesson learned. Some people do not break your heart. Rather, they break your peace." Then he unfollowed all of the cast save Mama D and his daughter's account. According to rumors, he is secretly collaborating with Tasha K on a revenge interview titled "They Tried to Play Me, But I Wrote the Rules." Scrappy and Tasha K on the same couch, sipping tea and dragging Bambi's entire plot like a horrible lace front. Mona could just faint from the ratings potential. And that's not even the wildest part of part 3. Because while everyone was focused on Bambi and Jock, another name entered the chat, Erica Dixon. Yes, the other ex of Little Scrappy, the one who's always lurking in the shadows, a love and hip-hop ghost with beautiful edges. According to sources, Erica reached out to producers and offered to return to the program if Bambi was dropped. Mona is considering it because of this season, the original queen returns, and she's not here to play nice. Meanwhile, Jock the messy king chooses to broadcast live on his own Instagram, opening the camera wearing sunglasses. While sipping a smoothie and listening to Tupac's hit up in the background, his first comments were, "Y'all acting like I'm the only dude in Atlanta. Come on, guy. Bam. Groan. Scrap. Groan." Nobody pressed except the audience. Then he stated he wouldn't confirm or deny anything since that's how grown people move. Sir, you're confirming merely by going, "This isn't CNN. It's VH1 after midnight, and you're starring in your own demise." Fans also noticed something in the backdrop of Jock's Instagram. Fans began examining screenshots like they were solving a murder mystery, zooming down on the hands and wondering whose nails that were. The purse was a woman's, the designer was pink, and it was not one of his. 10 minutes later, bang. Someone uncovers an old photo of Bambi holding the same purse at a love and hip-hop after-party back in February. Now, people are questioning, Did Bambi visit? Have you heard from Jock recently? Do they still see one other behind the scenes? Is this all a setup for a spin-off show called Bam and Jock, about love and hip-hop tragedy? We do not know, but Tasha K poured gasoline to the fire. She added that one of Jock's subordinates sent her a direct message claiming Jock and Bambi had a private meal last week. There were no cameras or producers, only wine and muttered regrets.